Who's going to take care of this family when I'm gone? Oh, I thought your mama was going to be all right. Be happy. Do good. But she got tore up around here. She just up and quit. She just stopped trying. I know. I could have done better. But you got to decide. You want to be somebody or not.
Oh boy, that's powerful stuff from Glenn Close's memoir in the new Netflix movie Hillbilly Elegy. It's based on the 2016 memoir of the same name by J.D. Vance. It's about growing up in Appalachia. Vance is an executive producer on the film version, which is directed by the legendary, there he is, Ron Howard, one of the good guys in Hollywood. In the movie, as in life, Vance's family grapples with financial hardship and addiction. J.D. Vance and Ron Howard join us this morning. Good to see you both, guys. I was so excited. We were so excited to talk to you today. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
I read the book,
Good
J.D.
to see you, if only this way.
No, I can't wait till we can be in the same room again, Ronnie. I really can't. J.D., I read the book back in the day. I looked at the movie again. Ron Howard, I look at everything that you do, and I want to start with you about this particular movie, because you said you were drawn to it because it's a family story, and you relate to it. And I think when I heard Ron Howard relates to this story, how? But it is a very universal story for a lot of people. Start us off with that.
Well, my roots go back to small town and agricultural rural Oklahoma. Cheryl's family, Louisiana, and agricultural Wisconsin. So, you know, I've been looking for a while for a story that, you know, set in that environment in a contemporary way. When Brian Grazer, my partner at Imagine, was the first to read Hillbilly Elegy, and I think he met JD as well, and we began talking about it. And when I read it and spoke to JD, you know, I felt that there was a really interesting contemporary story here, a truthful family drama. I was drawn to that. I also felt it was an interesting sort of emotional rescue and survival story that really celebrated the women in his life, especially the matriarch, played by Glenn, Mama. And by the way, I called my great-grandmother Mama. It wasn't just me. That's what everyone called her, and I didn't even know. I thought that was her specific nickname. I didn't know until I read JD's book that it was sort of a regional cultural thing.
Well, Mama, JD, was quite the character. You tell us about her lack of knowledge she taught you does not mean lack of intelligence. You said you come from a family that believes never speak at a reasonable volume when screaming will do, that if a fight gets a little too intense, it's okay to slap and punch as long as a man doesn't hit first. And it's okay to be insulting and hurtful to your partner. If all else fails, take the kids and the dogs to a local motel. I mean, you opened up a whole different world for people. And I thought it was interesting how it resonated in 2016. Do you feel that it still resonates today?
Well, I think certainly the response to the movie and so many of the emails and messages that I've gotten since the movie came out suggest that it still resonates. I think a lot of people attach to specific political significance, but you know, these problems of family struggle, of addiction and resilience, I really do think are timeless, because we still have an addiction problem in this country just like we did in 2016. And so I think for a lot of the audience, it does still resonate.
Yeah, and Ron, the cast that you got, Glenn Close, we had her here, was unrecognizable. I'm wondering, JD, what it's like for you to see somebody playing you. I thought both the actors were great. Tell us about what it's like for you to see yourself being played on screen. And Ron, the cast that you put together with Amy Adams and Glenn.
Yeah. What was it like, JD?
Yeah, it's so weird, obviously, to see it's weird to see yourself on screen. And I think, you know, honestly, the weirdest thing for us was to see Glenn dressed up as Mamaw, because, you know, as those who stick around to the end and see the end credits realize she really did look a lot like Mamaw.
Yeah.
It was this really powerful experience when we saw her for the first time. And, you know, Mamaw's been dead for over 10 years now, and it's like this weird way in which she had been brought back to life. So it's bizarre. It was fun. We tried just to roll with it and have a little bit of fun with it, but it's an experience I'd recommend for those of you who get the chance to try it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Hey guys, it's Tony Dokoupil. I want to edge into something a little bit uncomfortable here, and that's the fact that some critics have really slashed and burned this movie. Now, I've seen bad movies. This is not one of them,
No,
and yet some of the same publications that celebrated the book are now coming out with hatchets for the movie. Ron, to you first, and then I want to hear from you as well, JD. What's going on here?
Well, look, it's always hard to say, and critics have a job, which is to see something, run it through their lens, and write and talk about it. So I can't argue with it. I do feel like that they're looking at political thematics that they may or may not agree with, that honestly aren't really reflected or they're not front and center in this story. What I saw was a family drama that could be very relatable. Yes, culturally specific, and if you're fascinated by that, I think I hope you find it interesting. If you're from the region, I hope you find it authentic, because that was our aim and that was our effort. But I felt that it was a bridge to understanding that we're more alike than we are different.
Ron Howard and JD Vance, thank you both very much. Hillbilly Elegy is available in select theaters and on Netflix.